After leaving the East Blue behind, the Straw Hat crew sails toward new horizons, unaware of the dangers that await them. Season 2 immediately plunges them into adventure, showing that the world is far bigger and more dangerous than they imagined. Their first stop is Whiskey Peak, a seemingly friendly town that welcomes them with open arms. On the surface, everything seems peaceful, but the crew quickly discovers that the townspeople are bounty hunters, part of a secret organization that targets pirates. The encounter here is not just a fight, it is a lesson for Luffy and his friends about trust and caution in a world where appearances can be deceiving. Luffy's determination and quick thinking allow them to overcome the traps set for them, showing early signs of how he leads the crew through danger. As the crew leaves Whiskey Peak, they enter the vast and mysterious Grand Line, where every island presents unique challenges. Their next adventure takes them to Little Garden, an island frozen in time, inhabited by enormous creatures and ancient dinosaurs. The island tests both their physical and mental strength. Zoro faces powerful opponents in a duel that pushes him beyond his limits, while Sanji and Luffy confront dangers that require clever thinking and teamwork. Little Garden also highlights the crew's bond, showing that they are not just adventurers, they are a family willing to face life-threatening situations together. Here, viewers see the balance of humor, action, and tension that makes One Piece's storytelling so engaging. The island becomes a place where each character demonstrates growth, learning from their failures and victories alike. The most emotionally charged arc of this season, however, is Drum Island. The crew lands on a snowy island with a desperate population oppressed by a tyrant named Wapol. It is on this island that the Straw Hats meet Chopper, a talking reindeer with the ability to transform his body thanks to a mysterious devil fruit. Chopper's story is heartbreaking. He dreams of becoming a doctor, but faces rejection and isolation because of his unusual appearance and abilities. Through his struggle, the crew demonstrates compassion, loyalty, and the importance of giving people a chance to prove themselves. Luffy immediately sees Chopper's potential and invites him to join the crew, a decision that solidifies the emotional depth of the story. Drum Island is not only about battles or adventure, it is about heart, trust, and the formation of bonds that will define the Straw Hats' journey. Throughout Season 2, the crew encounters a series of enemies who are far more dangerous than those in the first season, from cunning bounty hunters to ruthless rulers. Each challenge forces them to grow individually and as a team. Luffy's leadership shines as he learns to trust his crew's abilities, while characters like Zoro, Sanji, and Nami demonstrate courage and quick thinking that complement Luffy's ambition. Every fight and every challenge is carefully crafted to show that this season is about more than just action. It is about building relationships, testing loyalty, and facing the harsh realities of the Grand Line. The stakes are higher, the risks greater, and the adventures more intense, making every moment in Season 2 crucial for understanding the journey of the Straw Hats and the growth of each character in ways that will shape their future adventures. As the Straw Hats continue their journey through the Grand Line, every island becomes a test of their strength, wit, and teamwork. One of the most thrilling arcs in Season 2 is the Whiskey Peak conflict, where the crew faces a town full of bounty hunters disguised as friendly villagers. The situation escalates quickly when Luffy and his friends are ambushed, and the crew must fight together to survive. Zoro shows remarkable skill, cutting through enemies with precision, while Luffy's determination inspires the others to act without fear. This arc emphasizes how the crew has grown from inexperienced adventurers to capable fighters who can handle dangerous situations with both strategy and raw strength. The victories here are not just physical, they mark the beginning of a reputation that will make the Straw Hats feared and respected across the seas. After surviving Whiskey Peak, the crew sails toward Little Garden, an island frozen in prehistoric times where enormous dinosaurs roam, and to giants Dory and Brogy have been dueling for decades. The environment is hostile, with shifting terrain and ancient predators. But it becomes a perfect stage for the Straw Hats to display their teamwork. Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji face challenges that push their abilities to the limit. Luffy's creativity and unpredictability in battle allow him to adapt quickly, while Zoro's relentless training and skill with his swords shine through, earning him respect from the giants he meets. Sanji's clever use of speed and agility shows how each crew member brings something unique to the team. Beyond action, Little Garden explores patience and persistence. The giant's decades-long duel mirrors the theme that growth and strength come from enduring challenges, a lesson the Straw Hats take to heart. Next comes Drum Island, where the narrative shifts to a more emotional tone. The island is under the tyrannical rule of Apal, whose greed and selfishness have caused suffering for its inhabitants. Here, the crew meets Chopper, a reindeer with the ability to talk and transform after eating a devil fruit. Chopper's backstory is filled with loneliness, rejection, and the desire to belong, making his introduction one of the most poignant moments of the season. The Straw Hats recognize his courage and potential immediately. Luffy's open-hearted nature encourages Chopper to believe in himself, and the crew's support allows him to step into a role he has always dreamed of, becoming a doctor and contributing to the team. Drum Island's battles are intense, with Apol's powers providing a serious challenge. But the resolution is satisfying because it is about more than just defeating a villain. It's about giving a friend a chance to shine and establishing the emotional depth that defines the Straw Hats' journey. Throughout these arcs, Season 2 introduces Baroque Works, a secretive and dangerous organization led by a mysterious figure named Crocodile. While the full scope of their threat unfolds later, their presence is felt through minor skirmishes and strategic moves that challenge the crew's morality, intelligence, and adaptability. Even small encounters force Luffy and his friends to think beyond brute force, requiring creative strategies and trust in one another. These experiences highlight the importance of growth through adversity. Every fight is a lesson, and every opponent teaches something valuable. By the end of Section 2, the crew has not only defeated several enemies and navigated deadly islands, but they have also solidified the bonds that make them more than just a group of adventurers. They have become a family. The experiences of Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island collectively show that strength is measured not only by how hard one can fight, but by how deeply one can care, trust, and grow alongside others. As Season 2 progresses toward its climax, the challenges for the Straw Hats become far more intense, testing not only their fighting skills, but also their courage, loyalty, and determination. After navigating Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island, the crew faces increasingly dangerous foes who push them to the edge of their abilities. One of the most pivotal moments in the season is the culmination of the Drum Island arc, where the crew confronts Apal, the tyrant king whose selfishness has caused suffering to the island's people. Apal's abilities, enhanced by his devil fruit powers, make him a formidable opponent, capable of reshaping his body into dangerous forms that can crush anything in his path. The battles here are chaotic and intense, but they are also opportunities for each Straw Hat to shine. Luffy's leadership is central, coordinating his crew while adapting to Apol's unpredictable attacks. Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp demonstrate quick thinking and bravery, each contributing in ways that highlight their growth since the start of the journey. Beyond the physical battles, the climax of the season carries an emotional weight. Chopper, who has faced isolation and rejection throughout his life, steps up alongside the crew, using his unique devil fruit abilities to support them. His courage and intelligence prove that strength is not only measured by raw power, but also by heart and resilience. The crew's bonds are stronger than ever as they fight not just for themselves, but for the people who depend on them and for the ideals they hold dear. Every strike and every maneuver in these battles is more than just a display of skill. It represents the trust and unity that the Straw Hats have built over countless years. Viewers see that what makes the crew formidable is their combined spirit, not just individual strength. And this message resonates deeply as the season reaches its conclusion.